Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and we are talking about the 1998 action-adventure movie Sinbad! Battle of the Dark Knights. We're back. We are back. I don't know why we're back. We're back. We came back for Sinbad, Battle of the Dark Knights. Spiv may be gone forever. Who could tell at this point? He's not here.
I think he's dead.
What if he's actually dead? How would you feel? Would you feel guilty like you had a part to play in that?
Not at all.
I'd feel bad because we waited around for him and start the show.
I'm wasted kidding. All this time. He's just over there.
I hope he's
dead.
okay. I seriously hope he's okay. I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I'll ask if he's dead in the Slack, and we'll find out.
He's probably trying to get a hat like you have. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta get my hat."
I ordered on Amazon. It's $12. $12 for a hat. It's just black. It says nothing on it. I don't know what to put on a hat. I feel like if you're wearing a brand, it says something. You know what I mean?
Then I don't know, get like a Indiana Jones hat or something.
That says something else. It says you're a douche.
Oh,
it says you're somebody's old uncle or something.
God damn it! I'm gonna go return it to Amazon.
I have an Indiana Jones hat somewhere. I think I got it when I went to MGM Studios. They used to have the Indiana Jones like live experience thing. When I was like younger, they didn't sell those there or something like that.
Oh, like a literal Indiana Jones hat?
Yeah, they sell them there. It was like
officially
a
licensed.
thing you take with you. Yeah, it has like the logo on.
Damn,
it. It's cool.
I'm gonna get one.
I'm never gonna wear it, but it's cool.
I watched the first 3 movies last week.
We have moved past the pre-show talk points, guys. We are now into the real show, and that means the first episode of 2023. This is year 6 or 7 of Bad Movie Night. Who could tell at this point? The point is
year 7.
Continue on, and we have a lot to cover this year. Hopefully, we'll make it through the entire Witchcraft series. That is the goal.
God, I hope so.
That, we're just pulling the plug.
Get it over with. Yeah. Mission accomplished.
We out.
Time to retire. I'm hanging my Indiana Jones hat.
But we're hanging in there. We're gonna limp over that fucking end line, what's the saying I'm going for? Finish line.
It's witchcraft.
I'm so tired right now.
We should take a vacation after we finish the last one. Just take a month off or something.
We should do that.
We're going on vacation.
Guys, what if
Los Angeles to the witchcraft house?
Yeah,
Airbnb.
What if we watch all of them and it just clicks? It's just the whole
everything is brought into focus.
Everything,
Chris, this is not the Cracker Jack series,
where
okay?
it's like this. You're watching it, and then the credits roll. And you're like,
it finally makes sense.
And everything, the pieces of your life start coming together.
And then you just get out of your chair and you walk out your house, leaving the door open, and just disappear forever.
Forever, because you finally understand how to be happy.
I feel if you come to that conclusion at the end, something is definitely wrong with you.
Something wrong with everyone. You should see your dream, JJ.
It's true. They're all about car fires, apparently.
So we started this year off with a Patreon pick from Sean, because he was the 2022 Patreon of the year. We hope you enjoyed the Bad Movie Night Awards show. They're always fun to put on. And a good retrospective of the year. And we all made some I don't know what the word is called when you make something for the new year.
Resolutions.
Yeah, resolutions. Yes. It's not like Biden over here fucking saying happy birthday.
Happy birthday resolution to you.
But I feel like everyone at the end of that was like, you know what I'm going to do for 2023? I'm going to take copious notes about each movie so that This
Not
is
happening.
easier at the end. Yeah.
I
This
always
is-
take notes.
Sure you do.
Yeah, I
That's
take
blank.
notes.
It's blank.
They're not
That's
copies.
fine.
I
Well,
have
but they're
for
not-
this
It's
movie.
blank.
I have 3 pages as notes
Cool.
for this movie.
Good. I'm
Three
glad.
pages.
Got something to talk about then.
2.5.
Is it just what the fuck am I watching over and over again? Is that
There's a lot of question marks
Yes, lots of
after
question marks.
some
What?
things.
huh?
I'm sure
I am
we'll
not
get
taking notes.
plenty of
I'm winging it
answers.
again.
That's okay. I'm doing that.
Gonna
as well.
rely on my
AJ,
superior memory.
what
Yes.
is Sinbad Battle of the Dark Knights about?
In a world.
Young Anthony is a rich Republican. His parents have completely failed.
Pull yourself up by your
Will his
bootstraps.
grandfather's magical influence save him? Or will he just be a dick forever? Find out this and more in the 1998 children's action fest that is Sinbad and the Battle of the Dark Knights.
Purple. This isn't the Jumanji I asked for.
Shut up, Peter. AJ, that was good.
Yes, nice job, AJ.
Encapsulated the movie very well. Very good premise. All
Maybe.
starting the year off right. Now, though, we're going down into the
Oh.
blackness of the
Going
hole.
Oh
down,
yeah.
down.
Okay.
Of Aaron's history hole and getting a little context from the movie and the year it was released. So here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
All right. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Yes.
So I was talking to my good friend ChatGPT, and he got introduced me to Ziggy, and Ziggy invited me to a little party. It's called a key party. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I brought all my spare keys. Wish me luck.
What is happening?
What is going on?
No idea.
Oh
Can we
my.
rename this? This is no longer a history hole.
It took me 4 watches to get through this movie, and the 4 times that I watched the intro, I picked up on some details about something with keys in Arabia. So we're having a key party at Arabi's. I don't know why. I'm mentally damaged. That's why. All right. Oh shit.
It's like Arabies. Is this supposed to be like Arby's? But,
Yes.
okay.
It's like he's doing a history hole inside a history hole.
Yes, exactly what I'm doing.
It's like Inception level.
History hole inception. Wholeception. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
This is what we've got.
This is it.
Aaron,
This is year 7.
this is what year 7
Starting off
has
strong.
become.
This is when
Oh,
the
that's
show should have been canceled.
That's keyboard keys. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
It's a really bad part of a
party.
sitcom that's been on way too long.
It's been on too long. Still going.
We have jumped the shark. No.
Oh yes. Speaking of next week's history hole, never mind. Sinbad, the Battle of the Dark Knights. I guess, sure, whatever you say, guys. It was released June 11th, 1998 in Singapore.
Jeez.
What?
I didn't believe that when I looked it up
Oh,
after.
God.
Did this sit on the shelf for 14 years? What the fuck is going on here? It was released on November something in 1999 in the States as a TV premiere. I'm not sure what TV channel this was on. Some late night public broadcast channel,
Yeah.
perhaps. Don't know. So, your June 1998 films. We have The Truman Show.
Man, it's been a long time since I've
Can't,
seen that.
yeah, it's a great movie. Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
We have Dirty Work
Yeah.
with the late, great.
Classic Norm Macdonald,
Yep.
man.
Norm
Yep.
Macdonald.
We have Mulan.
Yeah.
Be a man. And the X-Files. I believe that was the first X-Files
Oh
movie.
man,
That
David
was
Nutter.
disappointing. Oh, wait. No, that one was cool.
That was
First
pretty
one?
cool. Yeah,
That's
the first one was cool.
AJ, you're quiet. Turn up.
I'm quiet.
Yeah. We're talking to your microphone.
He sounds fine to me.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Cranked it up.
It did nothing. It did nothing.
How could it not? I'm at like 98% on
Just
the
talk
mic.
loud. If you
Game.
talk like that, you're good.
All right, I'll talk loud,
Then
everybody.
you're fucking mumbling shit. Okay?
Jesus
God damn it.
Christ.
Sorry. I'm in a tired. I'm in a angry. I'm
my
I'm
God.
angry. I'm like Richard Grieco over here when
Keep
he's.
that man
You know,
Snickers.
you say I'm quiet, but we listen back. This is gonna be so fucking loud.
Yeah, you're loud.
Probably.
All right. Highest grossing films of 1998. We have Armageddon.
Yeah,
I'm not
when
getting
blockbuster
it.
when that could have been a blockbuster, you know, in time.
It was a blockbuster. It
I
made like
know.
$500 million.
I never saw it.
I mean, it's a
That
piece
one
of
with Bruce Willis. They send him the.
You've never
Astro.
saw Armageddon?
Ben
Is that got
Affleck,
Ben Affleck in it? And it's like
Half the
Liv
movie they're just
Tyler.
forming the team to go.
Steve Buscemi.
I don't want to see that. That sounds awful.
Go watch Con Air. It's a
It's
better
terrible.
version.
I will say I have fond memories of the first time I attempted to watch that film and got very distracted by a certain person. Saving Private Ryan.
Was it your hand?
No.
Like, oh, Bruce Willis.
Thank you, AOL booty calls. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Another good
Great movie.
Saving
Last
Ryan's
time
Privates.
Great editing, too.
Godzilla.
Oh.
with Matthew Broderick. Yeah,
I love
Broderick, yes.
Broderick, though.
Broderick.
Broderick is a murderer. He fucking killed
He
somebody.
did.
All right.
Man,
There's something
Broderick
about
and
Broderick.
Glory is
Broderick
is
and Glory is
That's
great.
good.
I was like, when he storms
Top
that
tier.
fucking, he
It's
goes over the
really
hill. I was
good.
like, God damn it, Broderick. God damn it. A single tear rolls down the whole time. It's
classic.
fucking America.
Are you done talking about
the flag?
freaking Glory?
What?
It's a great movie.
Talking about
It's a great movie.
Why the fuck are we talking about Glory?
This is a great. Because
Matthew
we're talking about
Broderick.
Broderick. Yeah. Because we're talking about Godzilla.
Yeah, we're patriots over here.
All right, fine. There's something about Mary, A Bug's Life, Deep Impact, which is like a weekend with Spiv's mom.
Oh, can't defend it. It's not here.
He's not here. Dr. Doolittle, which is what they called Spiv.
Call Aaron on
In
his
high
booty
school.
calls or
Shakespeare in Love, and Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I'm too old for this shit. All right, so our writer and director and Sultan for this film is Alan Mehrez,
Yes.
who has 4 director's credits for things like Bloodsport 2 and 3.
Bloodsport.
He also wrote and directed a film called The Good Life from 1997.
sounds stupid.
Three guys from New Jersey move to Miami, and 2 of them end up killing the third. Starring Frank Stallone,
Oh wow.
Dennis Hopper, and Andrew Dice Clay.
When
Oh
did
my god.
when did that come
Andrew
out?
Dice Clay.
So unfortunately, it was
Hey!
never released.
Get the guys here.
Yeah, had a $5 million budget. Because of numerous production problems, the independent project shoot was moved from Miami to Mexico. The film was never released on any format due to legal action initiated by Sylvester Stallone, who did a cameo in the film as a favor to his brother. He claims that a promotional reel used his scene excessively, therefore was promoting him as the star, and instead of the cameo that he agreed upon. He sued for $20 million, his average salary at the time, and the producers countersued, and in 1999, the case was settled out of court.
Jesus Christ.
I want to see that film. It's a shame it was never
Right.
released.
Rich people problems, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Adrian. All right. Our co-writer and Murky Khan character was played by Elvis Restino. I can't pronounce names. I don't know why I even try. He has 3 writer's credits for Bloodsport, The Dark Kumite, and See Dick
Kumite.
Die. Kumite?
Kumite.
Kumite. Okay, Khan.
Offensive.
I'm not trying to be offensive. I can't
Where's the
pronounce
AI to
names.
replace you?
Yes, bring it on. I'm sure I can make it a scene that's even more disturbing than this one. Yeah. Okay, so our music was by Gregor Narholes. Is that correct? Pronounced correctly? Narholes?
He knows what you're
Narwhal.
saying.
Narwhal.
He's
no
a
idea,
narwhal.
man. We have no idea.
Yes.
We're lost here. We're lost.
He basically was composer for several video games and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Sweet.
I think this one's important. Our casting was by Dean E. Frank.
Okay.
Because the cast of this movie is insane. A lot of the people were people they hired off the street because they couldn't get actual professional extras to participate in the movie.
Not
wouldn't know.
surprising.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. He did casting for a bunch of things like House of a Thousand Corpses, the Left Behind movies, etc. But most recently, he did them for the Lifetime movies for Sleigh Bells series of movies.
Wow.
Add it to the wheel.
We need to check some of these fuckers out because they sound amazing.
We need
So
to
we
watch
have
sometime, man.
Chris. Can you zoom in there a little bit there on that one?
Give us the zoom.
Boom.
You have the power.
Give it to me, Chris. Right there, we have Ice Road Killer. It's beginning to look a lot like Murder, The Art of Passion,
I wanna
have
watch all of them.
Hall Pass Nightmare, House of Chains, and Bound by Blackmail.
We just watch
Put them all on the wheel.
House
We're
of
gonna
Chains.
do, we do a month of these, yes.
Oh yeah, and I have one in that similar vein that I was recommended last night. It's on Tubi and it's called Manny.
I love it.
Man,
Let's do
Like
it.
a male
Podcast-
Danny.
Male Nanny.
Oh
Podcast
yes.
murders and Amish sin. Oh, we got
Amish sin.
We just changed the podcast to these.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Well,
So
Wait, are these,
definitely recommend checking out Sleigh Bells. They
love
are
to do some of
lifetime.
those.
Yeah.
Lifetime series. Yep.
So let's do. We should do a different wheel. A lifetime,
lifetime
wheel. A witchcraft wheel.
Life or
a
Death
Patreon
wheel.
wheel.
There's supposed to be this amazing Lifetime movie, and I've read it online in different places. It's about this young kid that becomes addicted to internet porn.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be unbelievable to watch because it's like made in the 90s, and it's like being written by people who don't know how computers work.
Find
Like
it.
that would be fun to watch.
That would be. Lindsay, did you do a rabbit hole this week?
Nope.
Okay, so we have some trivia about this movie. Dean Stockwell was promised a box of
Why
Cuban
is he still on the
cigars
screen?
as compensation. Wait,
sorry.
yeah, take me away. Thank you.
I can't see when you're talking to me.
So he was promised a box of cigars as compensation. When he showed up on the set in Jordan, they didn't get him any cigars. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Yes.
And they begged him and pleaded with him to stay.
Should have left, man.
This makes sense. The production ran out of money 2/3 of the way into the script.
What was Dean Stockwell in this movie?
Huh?
He's the
He's the
evil
guy,
wizard
the-
guy.
Loser, man.
He talks like
He talks
that.
like this.
Star power.
Yeah, he
man.
was terrible in it.
Holy shit.
You would be too if you had to fly to Jordan to work for free.
And they didn't have your fucking cigars.
Right. So ran out of funding, ran out of money 2/3 of the way through filming.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Dude, seeing Stockwell in Battlestar Galactica, so fucking good. Oh my god.
Oh, he was great.
So say
Yeah.
we all, right,
Yeah.
AJ? So
Yes.
say we all.
Yep. Battlestar.
The cast and crew had to sneak out of the hotel because they didn't have any money left to pay for their rooms.
Jeez.
Many chickens were killed in the making of this movie. There was a scene in which the PA dropped 3 chickens from the sky. 2 died on impact, and the third was severely wounded, so they killed it out of mercy. And then when they filmed the scene again, they dropped 3 more chickens, and again, more chickens died. So 8 takes later, they said, "Don't throw chickens anymore. It doesn't look good." Jesus Christ. Yeah.
What? When the horse
Yeah.
is the horse okay that they knocked over? That was
This just keeps
brutal.
getting better. This keeps getting better.
Yeah,
Sure
it's supposed to be
about
like
that
a
one.
nightmare production, right?
And
That's the whole thing.
domesticated chickens can't really fly.
Fly. They can like
Flap, kind of.
flap a
can
little
flap,
bit,
and that's
hover-ish sort of thing. Yeah.
Terror because they're falling to their death.
Right.
It's terrible.
Splat. Okay, here's a great one too. When production began, the filmmakers realized they only had real swords at their disposal, no props.
Wow,
When they found out the fight scenes were still being prepared with these weapons in mind,
Shit.
she had all sword fights canceled to avoid injuries to the actors.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because this is filmed in Jordan and has been chosen because there would be enough room to accommodate large-scale battle scenes. So they couldn't have large-scale battle scenes because they had real fucking swords.
Jeez.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. When they couldn't find professional extras, the crew dragged random people off the street and hired them. It was rumored on set that Mickey Rooney was having an affair with Zelda Rubinstein.
Wow.
They're here.
This house is clear.
This house is
Oh
clear.
my god.
I say get it. Yo, go get it. Fucking
I mean, good for them if that was the case. I hope they were happy.
imagine those two in the throes of passionate love.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
what
that was coming out of that. All the
More
squelching of
chickens
Mickey
died.
Rooney's
That's the movie. you
beautiful,
make, not this.
luscious body,
Oh my god.
and she's like, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Keep going.
No, it gets offensive.
During the editing, the crew realized the film had an incohesive plot.
oh.
Yeah. No. Fuck.
So it was decided that new scenes would be shot in Bulgaria to clarify the story.
Was that the kid
Didn't work.
scenes or something?
This was the director hired his friend, who is the co-writer, to direct these sequences, which starred Ryan Slater and Restiano himself as Murky Khan. Oh, is that like the intro scene? Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay.
I don't know.
Added a deliberately
only
campy tone to the Bulgaria shot footage, which I bet with the castles that was Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole first conflict scene.
A Bedouin village had to be built inside a high school gym because the budget was so tight.
Jeez.
Yep. The first assistant director threatened to kill anyone who disagreed with him. Soon people started disappearing. And questions arose over whether or not people were actually murdered or they just left. They were all found alive, thankfully.
Wow.
Could you imagine working on a
Yeah.
set like that? People just start disappearing.
Our director and writer, Alan Mehrez, disappeared for roughly half of the shoot to go shopping.
Nice. Super
I
invested.
would have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the
I
audience
wanna go
walked out
shopping.
of the first viewing. It just keeps going on and on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mickey Rooney kept showing his genitals without their consent.
Jesus Christ.
Not surprising at all.
And that is your history hole.
What does that mean? Does his balls just hanging low and they?
Well, it might have been
the
just
outfit-
that, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
He probably thought it was
balls keep slipping out.
a move or something.
What a movie, guys! All right,
What a movie to talk about for
AJ,
the
do you
start
have a
of the year.
procrastination station or no?
God damn it.
Wrong computer.
I don't want to do it.
Oh no.
I might,
Victor
but I
Hugo.
don't have any of it queued up. Why? Is someone not prepared?
Yeah, Lindsay's not prepared.
I just
my
didn't
God.
do it.
You had
Oh,
4 weeks.
You gotta tell me. Yeah, right? Like what?
Wait,
You
I
tell
think we
me at the
decided we're
beginning.
not doing it anymore. Did we?
Yeah,
tell
I
a few
don't
seconds?
really want to do it anymore.
All right, that's
Just-
cool.
All right, I'm done with the history hole too. Fuck
I'm
this.
just being honest. Well, no, it's
What-
just I'm finding it's very nebulous, so it's
Yeah.
like I need
I put
something
all
that's
this effort in.
stricter.
Well, you could do
And
something
it's
different.
and you do it well, and you know what
No.
you're doing. You've been doing that thing for several years now.
No, I quit.
But the,
quit.
the rabbit hole format I don't think it's working very well.
We're off to the worst start ever.
All right, time to run.
Rebecca's
gone. Fuck.
Rebecca's
You're
gone.
right. Where the
We're
fuck is
canceling
Like, I'm
stuff in
out.
show.
Whatever. All right,
Canceling
here
stuff
we
in
go.
show.
Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. AJ, what did you think of the Sinbad Revenge Battle of the Dark Knights?
It was an adventure for sure. I was pretty excited because Richard Grieco was in this. I was like, man, Grieco in like a Sinbad role. I mean, the Sinbad story has been around for a long time. I was really hopeful going into this because it looked cool from the trailer that we had watched and some of the footage we had seen. I don't know, when I was watching it, like that whole wraparound story with like the grandfather and stuff, it felt like it was a cool concept. Like it felt very much like Never Ending Story, like a 1980s kind of throwback movie. Like I thought this was made in the 80s. I was shocked afterwards to find out this was late 90s, which is a whole nother thing. But ultimately, I was like really disappointed. Like because for me, I could see the potential in this to be really good and to be like a really good like children's like nostalgia film. Like it has some of that stuff that could have happened, you know, but
Yeah.
none of that happened for it. So it sucks. Like sucks to watch this thing because everything in it is just terrible, from the script to the acting to the story that makes no sense at times, and people just show up randomly. Like, yeah,
Big
I wanted
fan,
to like
big
it,
fan.
but I couldn't be a fan of it. Yeah,
What about Grieco? On a scale of
man.
1 to Grieco.
this is like prime Grieco. He's wasting his talents on this shit. Should have been Speed Man. He shouldn't have turned that down.
What?
He was potentially at speed.
He turned Speed down. Yeah, that's why.
Thank
Keanu got it.
God. Thank God.
He turned.
Can you
You
imagine
just
how
picture
bad
Sandra
this
Bullock
movie
being
is?
like,
He talks about that. That was like the downfall of his
Stay away.
career was turning Speed down.
good.
How would you turn it down? Such a good idea.
If he had to turn that down, he'd be where Keanu is right now.
No, he would not.
He's
No.
not the. He's
That movie would have totally
man.
bombed
come
had he
on.
been right.
This would have been where he would have been John
That would have
Wick,
been the
is
new
that what you're
Matrix. That would have been Matrix right there.
The Matrix.
saying? It's John Wick. But instead of killing
Because he
their
wicks
dog,
up all the alcohol? Is that what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is?
Oh my god.
All right. All right. We do that between everything.
Nice transition.
It's just like in the movie. Aaron, what did you think?
Like I said, I tried to watch this. I don't know, 4 times, and I really struggled with this one. I really struggled the first 2 times to get through the first scene and credits because I had no idea what was going on. Ultimately, I have no idea what this is about. I don't have a clue. Was the kid actually pulled into the stories? Was he just his grandfather telling the stories? Why were the
questions?
When was reality? When was the story? Who are these characters? Why is Dean Stockwell like asthmatic and emphysemic? I don't understand what's going on with any of this. And freaking Mickey Rooney plays like human Yoda. What the fuck is going on in this movie?
He plays
I have no idea.
Shmee from
Schmeagol.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, sure. I don't think so. He plays Here's My Balls.
So do you.
They probably descended into that when he realized it was going to be a fucking mess, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lindsay. Lindsay, what did you think?
I'm pretty much on the same wavelength, but I knew that it wasn't gonna be good because this movie has two framing devices, almost 3, because you get the opening crawl.
Oh yeah, I forgot
And
about that.
then we're introduced to the grandpa-grandson thing, and that's not mentioned in the opening crawl. It's like if you wanted that opening crawl, it should have been the grandpa saying it. And
Instead of Mickey Rooney.
No,
it was Mickey Rooney doing the narration instead.
Yeah, it was really
Like,
weird.
what?
I'm like,
Yeah.
this makes no sense. But yeah, it's just. So this old wizard is dying, and he needs the MacGuffin to get the key to get his health back.
Araby.
But they never talk about it in the movie until the very end. And it's like, what's going on? Why are there floating kites that explode?
Oh man,
why
those kites are fucking
why
cool.
does so many people in this movie have irritable bowel syndrome?
Why?
What is happening?
He dies and then farts? What?
Wait.
Best trans.
Sinbad, I love you.
This isn't a kids movie. What is that?
And then the grandpa
Is it a
farts
kids
too.
movie?
I think it's
into it.
supposed to be. I don't know, with adult jokes for
Aaron.
like the adults' sake. But
That's why I felt like it was
He
Yeah.
has a
Movie,
big. I don't even know what the joke was. Army, yeah.
That was funny. People
It
fart.
was
People fart. It's a thing.
horrible. It was horrible. It wasn't even fun horrible. It was just horrible.
What about
look at that.
Who are these people?
Dude, the costuming.
She's the princess.
top tier costuming.
And
on
he's
this
one
movie.
of the
Phantom of the Opera?
mercenaries.
That's a real fucking sword.
the costuming, man.
Oh yeah, and you got Kevin. Remember Kevin? He's
Yeah.
the blonde white dude in there for some reason.
Oh,
He looks
yeah.
like MacGruber.
Yeah. Brewer. Oh god. And he's dead. Because Kevin
He's
sucks.
not dead. He comes back.
He walks it off. Kevin walks it
Got
off.
better.
All right, so not a big fan. Is what you're saying.
No, nah.
Okay. Rebecca, what did you think?
At first, I was like, "Oh, okay, we're getting some Princess Bride vibes, like the grandmother telling the story." But then it was trying to be so many different things all one time, and it couldn't do any of them well, and it just got muddled into something you couldn't follow and didn't care to follow anymore, and it was too much.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched this movie with somebody, and I actively had the conversation during the movie several times where it's like, I am watching this with all of my attention,
Nothing's coming in.
but I literally, physically, and am not able to comprehend anything that's happening. So then I was like,
I have no idea what it's about.
So then I thought, well, it's really kind of hard to understand. So we put the captions on for YouTube. and YouTube is a racist or something. It says some fucking crazy shit, automated shit that just makes no sense. And at one point, it gave up for like 4 minutes straight. It just didn't show anything, and people were talking like, "Nah, fuck this movie." Like this movie has effects work that's kind of fun. It's got over the top acting. It's got Mickey Rooney's ball sacks slapping against the desert sands. It's got my man
real
Richard
fucking
Grieco
swords
in his prime. Beautiful Richard Grieco, acting
truly.
legend. I love Richard Grieco. This is around the time when he stuffed that kid in that trash compactor in the spaceship. I love that movie. When he was a dirty sex pervert as a cat, I love that movie. And this had everything going for it, and it's just, I don't know what. It's ugly because the transfer doesn't help. But I hated it. I just hated everything about it. And Richard Grieco's not even fun in it, and neither is Mickey Rooney, who's usually great. Remember when he was the weird guy who made the robot thing? Robot thing?
Yeah, man.
He was great in that. Like, that's how you have to use Mickey Rooney. You want an old dirty pervert with his
He's
balls
some
hanging
good
out.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
Been some classic
See,
movies.
that's what's so frustrating about this, though. There's so much to it that could be cool.
Right.
Like you said, some of the special effects are fun. Like the different bits in it of themselves seem like they could be interesting on a surface level, but because there's no depth there, and I don't understand what any of it's about or how any of it ties together, it just ruins the movie for me. And like Sean said, he loves it because of the crazy, goofy dialogue. Yeah, some of the performances are fun as hell, and they're stupid, but ultimately, I just don't know what it's about. I don't understand the story at all.
It
And
would
I don't know how
almost
to-
be better as like shorts.
Yes.
Because
Like
taking them all at one time, it was just way too much. But there could be little tiny vignettes that would be interesting.
That's a great idea, Rebecca.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you have the whole wraparound with the story. It could just be an anthology of Sinbad tales.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I think happened in the movie. So the grandfather's telling the grandson the story. The whole thing with the coin and the book, don't know. It was interesting because you had people coming in and out, and then Rufio shows up for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why that character existed. I don't know what purpose he served or what he
Hot off
did.
hook.
Yes. But so this wizard, what's his name? Mephisto.
Emphysemo.
He's dying, so he needs this key, this MacGuffin, to give him his life back. So he hires the Merkin Khan, or whatever his name is.
Murky Khan,
the guy with the white face paint, and Nimbus to go get it for him. But Merkin Khan gets killed by the kites.
What were the kites? Where did they come from?
Wait.
They're like bombs, explosive
Imagination.
kites.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Imagination. It's powerful.
So wait. When that guy farts, he died?
Yes.
Man, he died. He died.
Yeah,
from
that was
farts,
it.
dude.
That was his final fart.
This is why I keep telling you, you got to watch with your farts.
It's the final fart down, Chris. Come on, get on
Take
board.
it seriously.
You can't die from a fart.
He caught on fire.
Yeah.
No, that
He
was,
was on
his
fire.
final fart. He didn't die
Yes.
from the fart.
It's
It
the
was
final
just-
fart
It
down.
caused the heart attack to happen. He just went.
Cardiac arrest, yes.
Cardiac arrest.
Fart caused the heart attack. It
Yes.
was too much.
It happens. Do you ever hear about people
Yeah.
dying on the toilet and having
Everything
heart attacks?
gets all
Happens
backed up.
all the time.
That lady who
different.
was selling her
thing.
jarred farts, she had to go to the hospital.
The lady who was what in her yard? What did you say to me?
She
Jarred
was
farts?
selling
Jarred
jarred
farts.
farts.
Why did she have to go to the hospital?
Because she was trying to fart too much, like eating a bunch of, like, to build
Sounds
up
like
farts.
you know a lot about this story.
It's not me. There's pictures of her out there. I mean, she's online and everything.
Dude, overzealous. Like, you could still, like, normal, like, you could probably get, like, 10 to 20 good farts a day.
But she had a lot of clients.
And she's like, well, I
She
need
had the-
3,000 farts a day. Like,
Yeah.
all she was doing was farting. Like, a
You need
fart
some sort of
machine,
like fart
a
amplification
factory.
system.
Yeah, so even
Yeah.
if it's,
Imagine you
like,
just start
barely
faking.
audible,
You just start faking after a while.
It's like, it's like you buy something and it says it has like juice of some sort, but it's actually like 2%.
What
In this case, you
they
just
call it the
mix
supply
the things. Right.
that Henry Ford created.
How
You need
would
that
they-
for farts.
I mean, I've definitely, like, farted in my car.
Assembly line
and,
of
like,
farts.
Assembly line of farts.
I farted in my car. I leave for like 4 or 5 hours, and I come back in. I'm
Finest
like, that fart has aged. Like
Still
it's
hanging
still
around.
aware.
Wow.
I guess if you fart in a jar, it would hang around. Maybe not.
It's got to be sealed really
People
well.
were buying them. People were
wants to
buying
It
them.
has to be
Another
like
person's
completely
fart.
impervious.
She made a lot of money.
Well, back to the movie.
I want to see.
I'm sorry, I brought it up.
I want to see like a spectrometer or something under a microscope to prove
spectrometer.
that there are farticles in that jar that I'm paying.
Particles.
Because like otherwise I'm just paying for a jar, an empty jar, and this is bullshit. I paid for that fart. I want every ounce of that fucking fart.
You think it's a placebo fart? Where you
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
you measure
exactly.
imagine
Gases
the...
in ounces.
And like, it's so fleeting. I guess that's the beauty of it, though, where it's like
That's my new band name, the Fleeting
Yeah.
Elements.
Life is just a fleeting fart.
You get that
One experience.
Oh,
get that
my
one
God,
let off.
just farts in the wind.
and then you get maybe a second one, but it's just like a little bit. It's
Only
not
for
really.
a moment,
And
and the
just
moment's gone.
drifts
And then
away.
the moment that moment
Farts
is
in the
gone. But
wind.
that's actually the beautiful thing of it, because it's like that, just that one moment in time that you can share with that fart, and now it's
And
gone.
it'll never be the same again.
Never happen again. Never happen again. That's what I kind of understand buying. What's this lady's name? I need to buy some farts.
You've got a serious problem.
So, let's show the actual bad guy in the movie.
He declined all payment. Why? Perhaps he despises.
Dude, it's terrible.
That was Dean Stockwell from fucking Quantum Leap.
You know the other big problem with this is like the costuming and sets are so bad. You can't take any of it like in any
Seriously,
like
at all.
Well, they
content.
bought
Yeah.
real
It
swords. They
looks
don't have any
terrible.
money left over for
You see what he's, like what he was wearing and stuff? It looks like a fourth grader put it together.
Oh my God.
They just cut some extra holes in there.
This lady, okay, this guy comes in and like threatens to kill her parents and then keeps her hostage upstairs and then tells her that Sinbad is dead and her parents are dead. And at the end, when she finds out they're not, she's like, "You lied to me?" I'm like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
he fucking lied to you. He just took you prisoner. What are you talking about? She was one of the dumbest characters
It was
in
the
the
mask.
whole movie.
She just saw that mask and just
Take your choker from Claire's and get out of here.
I was so shocked to find out this wasn't made in the 80s because it has so
Oh
much
my God,
like
that's
old
terrible.
influence, like the storytelling mechanism with the old man, and like even like the comedy felt like Terry Gilliam kind of early stuff, like Time Bandits. You know what I mean? Like
But bad.
slap. Yeah,
But it was- yeah,
bad.
it was
But
all-
you could see what they were trying to do.
This
It was
is
all
like
yelling, funny voices, and people
Yeah.
running around
Let-
stupidly.
let me
This is
play-
if you
let me
tell
play a clip
ChatGPT, I want to do Time Bandits, and it creates an AI version, and it's like everything's just slightly fucking off. That's how it feels, just slightly off, and you're just like, wait, I think this is supposed to be funny. I'm not really sure. That's how I felt this whole movie. I just felt like I'm not really sure.
I just asked ChatGPT to give me an idea for a movie called Time Bandits.
Nice.
It's a high concept adventure movie about a group of time traveling thieves who use their abilities to pull off elaborate heists through history.
Well,
That's the movie.
that's the movie. Yeah.
Wasn't there talk of there being
Plagiarized.
a TV show for Time Bandits or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah, because there's a huge fan base for that movie.
Man, it's still going. ChatGPT is literally still writing all about Time Bandits for me.
Super interesting.
Wow.
Oh my god, we're getting
This
to the
is
movie
how
climax?
Time Machine
You
is
give me
invented.
Spoilers, you didn't even fucking tell me. Stop generating.
Yeah,
How
and
dare
I
you.
was super confused as to where the kid was or if he was supposed to be Sinbad at
it was
times
very
because
confusing.
it would
Yeah.
flash to him like being in Sinbad's place or
Yeah.
being in the place where Sinbad is.
Right.
And then it'll flash back to where he's there and the people from the story come to him and I'm just like, I don't know what is
Yeah,
going
made no
on
sense.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean, you need
zero
to explain this to us.
There would be scenes that cut in with like Richard Grieco, like just climbing up a mountain in the rain. It's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Where did he come from? What is going on here? Like, makes no sense.
Nothing.
No sense at all.
All right, I'm gonna play a clip of the guy.
Yeah,
That guy was awesome.
Straight Terry
That was the
Tilly
best part of
Gilliam
the movie.
influence
He was
there.
great.
That
The
feels
wide
like-
angle. Yeah. What's her name?
The dad is Harry Potter all grown up, which is weird.
He was getting the key to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
Nice,
know.
like sachet.
So bizarre.
He had a good sachet.
Yeah, is he like a judge? What's going on here?
Sachet away. So,
What was the point of the coin?
It was a story,
It
a
activates.
gypsy storytelling coin
Yeah.
that the kid
That
doesn't have
activates the
the
book.
knowledge or power to hold
Okay.
or possess yet.
because he's a Republican. Is that what it
Yes.
said?
He has no imagination, is what you're saying.
No, it was just very confusing, especially how they wrapped it up. One, I didn't understand how Nimbus died.
Nimbus.
Which one was Nimbus?
He was the
He was
minion.
the Phantom of the Opera guy because
Yeah.
Oh,
Sinbad like grabs onto his shoulders and leaps over him, and then all of a sudden he's stabbed with his own sword.
I thought he's the one he knocked off the cliff into the lava, but he didn't actually knock him off. Is that right? Or is that a different guy?
Same. No, that's that same guy, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's very. None of it makes sense.
It's confusing.
No.
It's a
It's
confusing
very
movie.
confusing.
And then Mickey Rooney says, "Watch your footing," and then the guy's hands grab Sinbad's feet. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
I remember that. Can you explain to me, like, we open up with the crawl, and then we get this scene with the guy with the
Grandpa
white face
babysitting.
paint,
Oh yeah.
and then we get the grandpa
Right.
introduction,
It's
this whole
such
thing
a
with the
weird
story,
choice in
and then
editing.
all these people come running through the house screaming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were they
Jumanji.
actually there?
It's like
It's Jumanji. Yeah, this.
it is, and the sad thing is, this came out after Jumanji.
Right.
And it's just done horribly.
So when you say this came out after Jumanji, I looked it up. I was like, oh my god, this is really bad
Wow.
for the time.
But what was the point of this? Who were these people? Who were they being chased by?
They were
Like,
just
wh-
maidens being
yeah,
chased
maidens in town
by the
being
bad
chased
guy.
by the guy taking over the town and murdering and raping everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were running.
It makes absolutely no
What?
sense.
No.
I will say they had some spectacular locations. I mean,
Yeah.
they shot at
Yeah.
Petra
They did.
for crying out loud. I was very surprised by that.
That's why it's like such a crime. Like that this
Right.
movie could have been good. Like they had
They had
stuff. They didn't have
opportunity.
money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could have
And
been a
it's
good
not-
movie.
It's not like the actual storyline is complicated.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, this wizard guy wants to get something, and Sinbad's the hero and is going to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
it's
how
not
does
like-
Sinbad even fight? I don't even know where Sinbad is in relation to
I
the
don't
bad guy.
know, and it's
Yeah.
not like the
In relation to Murky Khan. Like, I don't know where these people are in the world.
No. And they would say so many different names of people or cities. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Right.
Yeah, you have no idea because you have no idea what.
Yeah, there's no context for anything.
No.
what? So how? How does the
Exactly.
wraparound where the book thing somehow interacts, or you were able to view? Like
That's the thing we
By
don't
the end
know.
of the movie, the villain in Sinbad's world is somehow brought into the real world of the book, and then also killed there. So I never saw how these two.
That's
came
where
together.
I don't think it ever
I
actually
didn't-
happens
No,
in
you have no
reality.
idea. You
This
have
is
no
just like
idea,
the kid's
yeah.
imagination or something.
This is
Yeah.
part of the problem with the movie. It makes no sense.
No.
It's a cool
Because
idea, the book, but
He
He climbs out of the
supposedly-
freaking book.
yeah.
Yeah, the kid supposedly learns a lesson because at the end he's like, "Oh, I had the key right here the whole time,
brain?
my imagination." Because at the beginning he's like trying to buy the coin and stuff
yeah,
like that.
That makes sense. That's a classic 80s
So,
ending.
but
yeah.
they just don't
Yeah.
do it very well.
Do you think if they would have not run out of money halfway through, it would have been all right? Because like those sets and like costume are not passable.
I just think I can get over that stuff. I like some of the acting. I can get over the sets
Yeah.
and stuff because some of it is actually really good. I need it to be more cohesive, and I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I just
just
can't
never knew what
make
was
any
going
sense out of
on.
it. Yeah, so it's hard to care about anybody or like cheer on anyone because you don't know who anybody is.
If this is more comedy, would it be better?
I think so, maybe.
yeah. Well, I think that was the goal.
If they just would have done like, if it was like even worse, I think I would have enjoyed it.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they needed to pick a lane
They
and
didn't
stay
go
in it.
back. Yeah, they didn't go back. They tried too hard. No, I'm just kidding. But it was just very flat and mediocre. Like nothing was holding my interest,
yeah,
even in a bad way.
it wasn't enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
which is a problem.
Yeah. I just it wasn't into it.
Yeah, I wanted to like this.
What happened here at the end? It's just an editing, like, confusing nightmare
Very confusing.
where the bad guy has a copy of himself. Who
It's his
falls off a tower.
reflection.
From the mirror
But
falls
it's-
off of into the... what?
He can't see his reflection because it ages him for some reason. It could kill him.
God.
But Mickey Rooney's his double up there. I think.
What?
I think that's
What?
Mickey. I think Mickey Rooney's the devil.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I think that's what was supposed to be happening. Because the whole time he's like, "You're
Where
gonna
did
be sorry.
Richard
You're gonna be
Grieco
sorry
go?
if you don't take me with you." You know, he helped him along the way.
What happened to Richard Grieco?
He got married to the lady with the
princess.
choker, and they're having their honeymoon in China.
No. I know that. I do remember that. But where did he go? Because he didn't kill the villain at the end.
He killed what's his name?
He killed Phantom of the
Nimbus.
Opera.
Nimbus, yeah.
Nimbus.
The minion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the minion.
But he didn't kill the old man.
Cumulostratus. That
He
guy.
didn't kill the boss guy.
He didn't kill the last Cylon. Yeah. What? Sean, what the fuck are you?
Yes, Sean. Yes, he knew. That's what I took from it.
Okay, I watched this whole movie. I literally watched every single frame of this movie.
What? The kid hands the story coin to his father.
Who was
When does his father come back? I don't remember his father coming
Yeah,
back.
He
Harry
comes in
Potter
and he's
comes
like,
back.
"I've got
Come
the
in.
key."
Yeah.
And they're like, shut up, Harry.
Expelliarmus.
So why?
Okay, this
What
movie
is? What does it have to do with his dad?
Why
They
is the
don't-
grandpa back in the book? What the fuck?
He just
Grandpa?
disappears
Grandpa?
like,
Really?
"All right, I'm
Poor grandpa
going
got
in the book
shafted
now."
in this Jill. Yeah, the baby sit on top of being pulled into the book.
So Mickey Rooney was the bad guy all along? And I'm not talking about his on-set, dropping his balls everywhere
Antics.
thing. Right.
He's a ball dropper.
He's not afraid to admit it.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I think this movie was fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie, like,
Yeah.
I did
Sean?
not. This is awful.
was
Like, this is
horrible.
next level awful.
It's a horrible way to start
Just
the year.
because
It was
it
hard to
just
watch.
doesn't work for human brains. It's just maybe if I was like on something like very strong, I could piece it together in a way that's like beautiful. But this is awful.
Oh my God, Sean, you're like way deep into this thing. The dad is played by the same actor who played Nimbus, so I assume he's a descendant of his. But who was Nimbus in the grand scheme of things? He's the guy that kidnapped the princess. Why? Why did he kidnap
there's
the princess?
There is a scene
The
where
flashback?
the
There's
kid.
too many bad guys. I don't
Yeah.
know what the purpose is of
Yeah.
any of them.
Well, because he decides to take the key for himself and like double cross the wizard guy. I get the 3-year pain, I guess. But no, when the kid is in the book
not
or
that
in his imagination or whatever, and he's talking to like this girl with a veil, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, your mother was a descendant of the queen of
Oh, wait.
wherever
Whatever.
the fuck ever."
Yeah.
And it's like, what does this have to do with the story?
Right? How does this fit in? Where's the
There's
crossovers?
nothing here.
This is like Lord of the Rings, but condensed. It's like you got Red Rohan and Glimble Tits and Forrest McGee and all these
They
places.
have-
And you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
It's just,
You're
yeah.
Mickey fucking Rooney as Yoda. I
It
don't
must
understand.
be the worst feeling, like being like a real actor
Whoa.
showing up to set and then realizing this is just going to be hot garbage for the next 6
Yeah.
months or whatever. Like, it's
And
gonna
you
be
don't
the
have any
worst.
cigars.
And you're like,
Pissed.
But what is the purpose of the Key of Knowledge? What does it do? Nimbus kidnapped the princess because he was threatening her father, who knew where the Key of Knowledge is hidden.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to go to ChatGPT, piece this all together, and see if it says it makes any sense.
Yeah. Just paste the whole script in.
do you think that editing was part
Can
of
you
the
explain
problem?
this to
That's
me?
how you break ChatGPT.
This is what ends the world. Yeah.
What'd you say, AJ?
You think editing would have saved this thing? Like just voice over half the movie
Maybe.
to explain it from scene to scene? You know, like how the grandpa doing the story. So
That might have
somehow-
helped a little. Like
More continuity
like
between the bits.
Sinbad
Yeah.
and his crew rode to this town to stop this
Yeah.
guy. It's like
And then
just
you have,
that
like, a
little
map or
bit
some- and then you have,
would
like, a
have
map
added
or something,
so
yeah.
much context.
Sinbad,
Where they
it's
are, going
called
across.
Sinbad, but he's not in the movie that much.
Well, because you could do that. Like he opens
Yeah.
the next page of the book,
Yeah.
and there's this map with the town
That's how you
and
fix this movie.
something like that. Yeah, I didn't even know what the fuck was in the book half the time. It was
Well,
just
and the grandpa
random
was just
shit.
making shit up and it didn't make any sense. Yeah.
At one point, there was just bricks.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a shitty book,
I don't understand how this came out in
and it
1998.
had a terrible.
I don't.
Terrible
is that,
font
is
on
that
the cover.
legit? Did it really come out in 1998? Because it feels old, like 80s to me.
No,
No, it had to have been after Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Had to have been.
I was shocked that it
Ziggy
was that
says
late.
it's after Quantum Leap.
It feels so old.
I don't know. I think there could be something here. This movie could work. It would need a ton of work to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wonder if this was supposed to be like a big, like, was this supposed to be a thing where like Grieco's like, I'm going to be this legendary Sinbad movie. We're going to
No,
make a
I
trilogy
think
out of this thing.
No,
It's
I
gonna be,
think
like,
he's
a
like,
thing.
I have a job and I'm getting a paycheck.
But
Yeah.
you got Mickey Rourke in this thing in the 90s.
No, Mickey
like,
Rooney.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey
That
Rourke.
was
And
awesome.
and he was probably
really
like,
mad.
I need to do a movie for either
Yeah.
a paycheck or
Right.
to
I
keep my
guess.
status in the guild so I can keep my insurance.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
older actors will just,
Just
do
do that.
these little throwaway roles so they can keep their
That's
cards
fair.
and stuff.
Check
But
it off.
And then they have Zelda Rubinstein. They did nothing with her.
She was only in it for like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
They had no money to pay her.
Did it?
Just stick her in a scene. Just Zelda, you're
She
you're in
adds
a
so much
scene.
character. It wouldn't
She's
matter what she
great.
says, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, this was a made-for-TV thing, right? Or
It
was this
was
this
on
in
TV.
theaters?
It was on TV, but I think in Singapore it was in theaters. I'm not
Was
sure
it
about in the
supposed to be a
States.
theatrical like release,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know.
I feel like it just like shit hit the fan when they were making this thing. You know?
Yeah, it obviously had major production problems,
Yeah.
but even only having the budget for 2/3 of it,
Yeah.
I
and the
still don't feel
story
like that
just
was the
makes no
problem.
Well, and I also think the reason it seems so old fashioned, especially for the time it did come out, is because the things it's doing were dead. Like
Yeah.
children's movies were Pixar, that kind of shit.
Right.
Fantasy was dead until The Lord of the Rings came out.
Right.
And Harry Potter came out.
Yeah.
And so it's just
Mickey
it
Rooney
wasn't of the time that it came out.
dead.
He was dead.
Mickey Rooney was dead. His testicles.
I wanted to
dead.
like this. I went into it with high hopes because it looked cool.
Has
Yeah, it
anyone
had
seen
potential.
Bloodsport 3?
Yeah.
Have you seen Bloodsport 3?
Nope.
No.
I've seen 1 and 2. I've never seen 3.
I've only seen the first one.
Well,
second one's
there's
not too
two
bad.
different blood. I think it's
Yeah.
Bloodsport where there's two different, or is that Universal Soldier where it like splits at one point?
Oh, really?
Wait.
Must be.
It's Cracker
Bloodsport
Jack.
2 has Daniel Bernhardt from Future
Yeah.
Wars in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's
He
actually
was supposed to
legit
be in this
pretty
movie,
good
but
dude, though.
Grieco got his role instead. Like he couldn't do the movie.
That's it, right out from underneath him.
Great guy.
Rico's like, I could
man.
be Sinbad or I could be in Speed. I choose Sinbad.
He turned down speed.
Damn, dude.
Oh my
And then he went home and this is what he looked like.
Oh.
Turn down speed, man.
Oh, Jesus.
This
I thought
guy
we
looks
got
like a
rid of that
hero
one.
right there.
We can
I'll
never get rid of that one.
Never get rid of it. Okay,
shit, was
so
that the
anything else or can we move on?
I think we move on.
All right. AJ,
Yeah,
would you recommend Sinbad, The Battle of the Dark Knight?
I don't think I am. I wanted to, like, we haven't had like a really decent fantasy movie on the show for quite a long time, and this felt like it could have been that.
Years.
Yeah, years. And I just like, Sinbad's a cool story. Maybe they'll do something fun with this, and just like, it really does fill at all possibilities here: story, script, acting, budget, clothing, like everything. So I can't recommend it.
Aaron.
I was really excited for this based on the trailer. The trailer makes this look great. And I do think there's like potential here. I did find some of it entertaining, but it's just incoherent nonsense. And I'm not like Sean. I can't piece this together. I can't keep my brain focused long enough to really pay attention to actually listen to these people and figure out what the fuck they're doing. I just don't have any idea what this was about, even after this discussion for an hour.
Lindsay.
My first note on here is it opens crazy and then it's boring for the rest. And that's how it was. Because, I mean, that first part, the Merkin con guy, he jumps off his horse, sprays fire at a dude, and then, like, farts and does a high kick or something. I don't know. There's, like, several random things right in a row. And it's entertaining and it's silly and stupid. But the rest of the movie, I just could not get into at all. I didn't know what anyone was talking about. I didn't know who anybody was outside of a couple characters. And it wasn't until the end where I could finally piece together, oh, that's that person from earlier. Or this is that person. It just, I would not recommend this.
Rebecca.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't recommend it. Like it had so much potential. We saw the trailer, we were so excited, and then it just did not live up to any of it in the least.
Fuck this fucking movie. But I will say, some of the music was pretty cool. I have a clip.
Yeah.
Wait, no one stands in the way of the murky con, and it's play.
Oh wait, that's not it. God damn it! I thought I had some cool music. Oh fuck this movie.
The music was fine throughout this movie. I had no issues with the music. The music was mostly fun.
Yeah, those guitar stings and stuff. It worked.
Alternate titles. Aaron, what do you got?
Sinbad, the Battle of the Fart Knights. Sinbad, I'm not wearing hockey pads. Film Sin film? I don't fucking know. I messed that up. Really, really, really fucked up Jumanji. So bad it's a sin. And Rufio meets Yoda.
Nice. Does anybody else have any?
Sean had some in the comments.
All right. I have a couple here too. Sean's are Sinbad, Butthole of the Dark Knight, and Sin Really Bad. I had It's a Sin, It's This Bad.
There you go.
I had Sin Dad. I don't know why. And then I asked ChatGPT to give me alternate funny titles. And some of them are weird. Okay, so it starts out Sinbad, The Dark Knight Strikes Back. I'm like, okay.
What?
Sinbad and the Quest for the Selfie Stick?
What?
Sinbad, The Battle of the Dad Bods?
That sounds great.
Sinbad, When Nights Go Wrong.
Oh.
And this one's good. Sinbad, Knights of the Round Table, Cloth.
Nailed it.
What? It's gonna take over the world.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, let's move on. We have a game, so here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of upright. Your methods are sloppy. Your conclusions are highly plausible. Shall we play?
Ooh. Look at that
Jump
smolder.
Street. Damn.
That hair.
She wants candy.
All right. So, in what year was he born?
1968.
66.
65.
69.
74. 74.
Ooh, going young.
Yeah.
All right, 1965.
Oh.
Damn. There's that bod.
How tall is
Now he
Mr.
looks like M. Night Shyamalan.
5'6".
5'5".
5'10".
5'5". He's short.
Is he really?
I don't know.
He's a
He's
short
5'10".
king.
There you go.
Yeah. Now look at him hanging off his bikes.
Choppers there, Jason. Choppers.
What is his middle name? Is it Charles, John, Stuart, or Michael?
Richard John.
Stort? Did you say Stort?
Michael.
Stuart.
Stewart.
Stuart.
Stuart.
Richard
It
Stitt.
has to be he's a Stewart.
Grieco.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's a Stewart.
He's Dick Stew.
He is
There we go.
John.
Richard John, and he's a junior.
Big bopper.
Richard John Grieco.
What style of painting does Richard do? Is it photorealism, abstract emotionalism, cubist surrealism, or modernism?
Abstract emotionalism.
Yeah, that's just bullshit.
Photorealism. I'm gonna be
Slap
really
some
upset.
paint on there, and it means something.
Yeah, it's gotta be abstract emotionalism.
It is abstract emotionalism,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
That's what comes out of my chopper.
That looks like a cow pie.
It's a photograph
like a
of
cow
the oil from his chopper dripping out.
What's his net worth?
Oh,
$300,000.
30 grand.
he's got to be like $1 million. He's got a house.
Yeah, he's got. He's got $2 million.
Net worth? Yeah.
Oh, his net worth, like together? I mean, he's,
Yeah, like
he's been
with
arrested.
With his
for
house and
alcohol,
everything,
so
$2
like-
million.
House and his 3 bikes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
$1 million.
It is $6 million.
There you go.
Damn.
Good for him.
Bad.
Yeah, he's set.
In what country did he release his music album?
Mexico.
Spain.
Japan. Everything in Japan.
Japan.
Is popular.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't give the. It was it Spain, Mexico, Germany, or Japan? It is Germany.
What does it
look at
sound
him.
like?
Victorian
Oh,
Germany.
here
Hear
it
it.
comes.
Duhas. Duhas.
Here
Kind of
is
looks like that guy.
the voice with no name.
Oh, look at him. Look at that plaid. Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's going for a little Eddie Vedder there.
So that's live. Here is
Yeah, let's
It's hard to hear
studio
with
stuff.
the compression.
yeah. There's some.
Waiting for the sky to fall.
I've been talking to the Sandman.
Oh, I don't like
in
it.
my dreams.
I don't like it.
I really don't know why he's been bothering
Listen to this
me.
effect.
I never know.
No,
All
this
right.
is reminding
It's like
me
trying
of,
to Phil
of like,
Collins it or
of like a
something.
guy with a guitar writing a song for you, and it's really, really bad.
I hate when that happens.
There's like underwater effect.
Does that happen to you?
He was
No,
saying.
but I can imagine that's what it's like in
Great. Now I have a
movies and
new
stuff.
Oh my god, it's
nightmare
like
to
that
have.
internet guy, Chris. That's like, remember that internet guy that was like harassing that woman that didn't know who he was?
writing
With a
this
song?
song
Trying to-
about
you kept trying to
things
write a
and
song to her?
stuff. Really want a muffin, but I'm not too buff. Baby. Yeah.
Dude,
That's a song.
you should do a Richard Grieco cover
I'm going to do
band.
Richard Grieco
In
band.
Germany, he'd be huge.
Huge in Germany.
I'll be Hasseldorf.
All right. Time to
alive.
go on
Hawaii.
and do
Hawaii.
some listener
Let's do it.
feedback. So here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Okay. I guess I'll do this. Last week was the BMN Awards Part 2. We also had the Part 1 Awards show, which I can bring up the comments for that. But let's just start with Mr. Cav says, 2022 was a garbage year, but the Bad Movie Night podcast was one of the bright spots of every week for me. So it was a pleasure to help the podcast out whenever I could. Thanks to JD for hosting the awards again, and to Chris, AJ, Aaron, Spiv, Rebecca, and Lindsay for doing such an entertaining show each week. I think that was Sean.
That's
Sounds
Sean,
like
Mr.
it.
Cab.
It was fun having JD on.
Taylor N says, looks like Sinbad movie is going to be neat. I love the older versions, and looks like Sean picked a good one.
It looked that way.
It looked
It
that
did look,
way, yes.
you know, I would have
Yeah.
said it looked neat as well. Here we go. Dark Lurking was my favorite movie of the year. Also, like
Mike,
Witchcraft
that's Mike
6,
D.
10, and 7, and
Mike D.
Despiser. Worst movie, Boogeyman. I hate that movie.
That's total Mike D.
Boogeyman was really shitty.
Oh man.
That's one
We
for
gotta watch the
Despiser.
other ones though. We gotta watch the other Boogeymans.
Paul Lilienthal says, yes, the time of the year where we argue for an hour about whether Secrets of the Clown or Air Panic is the best bad movie. Compromise by picking a third movie nobody liked.
True.
Very true. But we're all going to watch all the movies this year, so we can't have that scenario again.
Yeah, it's a rule.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Gotta be.
Where's Spit at?
Scene.
It's a rule.
That's it. The BMN
well-
Awards don't pull very many numbers.
We do have an iTunes or Apple podcast review from December 16th that we didn't cover.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
These people are hilarious. They have great chemistry, and it's like getting to watch movies with your friends. They have a large cast of 6, which makes it more fun to me. And it's not only men, which is refreshing. You can laugh at the review and figure out which ones you actually want to see. It's my favorite podcast ever. Join the Patreon and get to put a bad movie on the wheel. The Patreon chat is a lot of fun too. Love, Deva. Our Patreon Deva.
That's really kind.
Thanks, Deva. Appreciate that. It's really kind. Yeah.
So, Spiv had boasted as though he was taking over the Patreon wheel and managing that system going forward, and then he is not here.
Not even I'm not gonna make it. Just ghosted us.
He responded.
Ghosted.
He did
did.
respond.
Oh,
Yeah,
what did he
he's
say?
okay, but it's a personal thing we don't want to say on the
Okay,
show.
no problem.
So he's okay though. He'll be back.
So, I don't know what
Great start. Great
what
start.
are we doing? What's the movie next week? How does this work?
Can we just pick a Lifetime movie?
This one
Ooh,
says-
I got my Jesus wheel.
No.
No.
Let's watch this. How about this? This was on our list for a long time. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
All right, wait.
Oh, is it Mansquito?
Yeah! No, but yes! Let's do Mansquito.
Sure, Mansquito.
Let's do Mansquito.
Let's start the movie. Let's start the
We
year
need
right.
a good creature.
Yeah, give us something good.
Mansquito
Sean-
Man is on Tubi for free
Yeah,
from 2000.
don't sweat it, Sean. It's okay.
Sean, you don't get a 3-year
We still
ban.
love
You're
you.
not-
No, we still love you, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't.
You just happen to have really bad taste in this movie. It's okay.
the movie was fucking terrible. But yeah,
Had
it's
you
not
only
3-year.
seen the trailer and recommended it, I would be like, yeah, man, totally understand. But you actually own this on DVD. So, we all have different tastes. I don't know.
Don't.
It's funny.
We won't yuck your yum.
Nope.
All right. So next week we're gonna watch the 2005 movie Mansquito, which we've been talking about since the beginning of this podcast.
Exciting.
Since like year 3.
Year 3 or so. So it's been years. So we're gonna finally get our Mansquito on.
Mansquito.
Let's check out the trailer. Here we go.
This virus will make West Nile seem like the common cold.
Good lord.
It's intended to be
needs
like
more
that.
pixels.
The likes of which our generation has never seen.
First
Oh,
look
yeah.
at Element 2.
See, this is just one of a series of tests we're conducting using radiation.
Dude, they're doing science. This is badass.
It's like outbreak.
It's gonna be like
Why are
Yeah.
the helmets square?
Was revolutionary.
Don't you realize what we have here? Hell, you could be up for a Nobel Prize.
What's
Yes,
that
we need
music?
to do more testing.
It's pretty bass.
You're experimenting
Oh,
on
yeah.
convicts?
What he did was unexpected.
Oh, speak
He's gonna get
Wow.
infected.
I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah, let's skip
I'm
I
gonna
don't
give
want
away
to
the
see
mill
too much of it.
Right.
without jerking off the file.
Oh shit.
You don't know what you're up against.
Oh my god, he sounded drunk. No, you're having.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, that's enough. That's enough.
Movie of the year.
It's gonna be awesome.
Damn, that was some good Squeedo action.
Yes, it
Holy
was.
shit.
That's a
I'm
man
excited.
Squeedo, Chris.
I'm
That's a
looking
man
forward to
Squeedo right
next
there.
week now.
That ain't a boy. That's a man Squeedo.
That's a man Squeedo.
Man Squeedo from 1970.
There's a Squeedo on your Peter. Squeed it off.
Squeed it off. 2005. Directed by
That's so
Tibor
five?
Takas. Caucus. I feel like we've
Hot Pockets. It's directed by Hot Pockets. What the fuck did you say?
Tabacus.
Keyboard Tabacus.
Never mind. I'm too tired. That's what we're watching. It's on Tubi. It's on fucking Tubi. All right.
Professor Hot Pockets.
So
Keyboard Tabacus. Okay.
Cleavor, Debacus, Mansquito, a.k.a. Mosquito Man from 2005.
Where can they watch this film, Chris?
Can be viewed on Tubi, Crackle, Amazon Prime, or Plex for free.
Everywhere.
No reason not to check it out. That's it.
It's
for
Squeedo
this
time.
week's episode. We're back for another year of the Bad Movie Night podcast. We are now 320 episodes into this shit.
Something like that.
And we're going strong.
Are we?
It's
we're
barely
going.
hanging. It's hanging.
We're going.
Winging a prayer. Winging a prayer.
We are going.
Mosquito is gonna bring us back.
You said it wrong. God damn it. Squeedo. Get it right.
Squeedo.
Yeah.
Mansquito. That's what I said.
You said Mansquito.
You said Mansquito. It's Squeedo.
Mansquito. It's Squeet.
Mosquito.
Squeet.
Yeah.
No, and it's not mesquite barbecue chips. It's
mosquito.
Mansquito.
It's a fucking mosquito. Mansquito.
It's not a rama. It's a rama. Mansquito.
No.
Yes.
Watch a Mansquito Man next week. Be here. Spiv will be back. That's it. Catch you here next time, guys.
It's got a proboscis.
Good.
We call them skeeters.
Yeah, no fucking shit, but it's called Mansquito.
This is a conversation that can be saved for next week.
How do you say mosquito?
Mosquito.
So it's a Mansquito.
AJ, I'm leaving. Just cue up the outro.
No, goddamn it.
Just cue up that.
He's out. He's out.
I'm not
Shit.
kidding. Here we go.
Squeeto.
Okay, goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.